You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.
We keep saying, "No, we're going to win this one. We can't lose this game after losing that game after losing that game." But yeah, it's been a downhill spiral since I went to the Chiefs game. It's been all bad news. We could have lost to the Bills, went to OT, pulled that game out, and then from that point on, just bad news. Bad news. Bears losing the Niners badly, getting smoked by the Cowboys, losing to the Seahawks. 92-yard drive from Drew Lock. The Giants almost coming back and beating us despite playing musical chairs at quarterback. And then a couple weeks later, actually beating us despite playing musical chairs at quarterback again. Yeah, I mean, this game
– the Cardinals just clapping us.
And the Cardinals clapping our cheeks. Yeah, this game was yeah, I mean, we got outgained 415 to 299, and I don't even know if it was that close. I keep seeing people talking about, like, Jalen's got to be better. I don't think he was really – I mean,
of course he's got to be better, but it's not.
The game was just – it seemed like it never started for us. Like, we didn't know when kickoff was. There's really not much to take from this performance because it was over so quickly. I mean, the fact that we were waving the white flag and removing all of our starters while the first half still had some time on the clock is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. We couldn't get a drive going. We went 3 and out, fumble, turnover on downs, 3 and out, pick, and a half. So that was just, I don't know what else really to say about the performance. It's just another – I'm just glad the season's over. I'm glad the regular season's over. Hopefully we can get some guys healthy. I don't even know if we can get anybody healthy by Monday. I don't know what the status of Slay, Devontae, AJ, who else was banged up? Sidney Brown's done, so that was awesome.
That's
one of our more promising players who actually showed heart, showed effort, and was even calling out the coaching staff of how we're not really going hard in practice and shit like that. Now he's done, so I don't really know. It would be nice if Kevin Byard made his impact felt because I haven't really I forgot all about him honestly. It would be nice for Slay to come back. We desperately need him. Jalen Carter had another great game. I guess that's the only thing you can really take from this game was that Jalen Carter yet again led the team. Was the only one on the team that really showed up, that did anything notably anyway. And I really think he can be a huge part. Him and BG and maybe somebody on the edge. Hassan, maybe Milton Williams up front. Maybe Nolan Smith can have a breakthrough game. Maybe we can blitz like a defensive back or somebody, a linebacker, an outside linebacker. Somebody, we need some pressure from somebody. Jalen Carter had like almost a third of our pressures against the Giants that game. 5 hurries. We only had 14 total. And yeah, how many sacks? Do we have any sacks? Keely Ringo and Marlon T had a sack. So yeah, it's just not it's not looking good. I have questions and concerns about the offense, but it really just comes down to the defense. And I don't know how well, like, if Baker's on, Baker's a very sporadic player, very inconsistent QB. But this year he's been pretty consistent. He's had some highs. He's had some lows. I think the lows came in division games. It's going to be a big game, obviously. I don't know. I don't trust him fully. But then again, you're looking at a team that just lost to the Giants after losing to the Cardinals. So I'm not sure if you can trust us either. It's kind of a weird game to predict. A lot of people are going to be on the Bucs, and I understand, but I don't know if I'm all in yet. I know they're underdogs at home, which is also a little questionable, but I still think we can pull this out. I still think we have enough on the front line and on offense and defense to at least make Baker panic. When Baker Mayfield, kind of like Jared Goff, does not play well under pressure. And the main problem with him is he's so short. When there's pressure and all that going on, he's not that mobile. Just ask the Norman police about that.
Jesus.
So I really think this is attainable. I think we can win this fucking game. Like Evans, Godwin, they're both they're fine, but they both seem like they're not in their prime anymore. Or at least not at their peak. Rashad White's decent, but again, I think we should stop the run game and get some pressure on Baker. I really think this is a good matchup for us. However, I don't even know if there is a good matchup for us anymore. Like, are we going to flip that switch and be like, okay, now it's playoffs, the regular season's over, fuck it. This is where our guys are going to show up. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I mean, we'll get a give the Buccaneers game its full attention. I would like to I guess I really don't want to spend too much time on the Giants game because really, what can you spend time on? I don't get why they even played the starters if this was going to be the thought process going into the game. That it didn't seem like any of them cared. They played some of them and they sat some of them, right? Because Fletcher Cox wasn't playing. I think Slay's hurt, so he didn't play. I think that was the deal there. But like, it kind of seemed like they were half in, half out, which is never a recipe for success. DeAndre Swift didn't play. I remember seeing that as well. But you got guys like Avonte Maddox who were fighting for their lives out there injured. Devontae Smith didn't play. Did Hassan Reddick didn't play, right?
He did. He played 26 snaps, and he had a Pro Football Focus grade of 53.5. So basically, did nothing.
So he basically
pass rush grade 49.4. That shows that he didn't even try. He was just also the fact that we kept dropping him into coverage. I don't know if we kept dropping.
First play of the game.
Yeah, he had 2 coverage snaps. I thought Josh Sweat had 1, and Nolan Smith had 4. Why are these guys dropping in coverage ever? You're asking them to do something they've never done. I don't quite understand what we're doing here on defense. And I guess Patricia's still the guy, right? Is he still calling plays?
That's okay. What the. I guess that's what's going on. But look, you bring your AJ Brown goes down in what the first series of the game, first or second series of the game, grabbing his knee. You instantly think the worst. Oh, this is over or whatever. But then he just then he's good. Now there's not even a conversation that he's going to miss this game. He's fine. So
thank God.
Did he actually was he actually hurt or was he just did he get scared and was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. I'm not playing. So
I see this field that we're playing on.
Yeah,
I see this turf.
And I don't blame the guy. I'm not. Don't take that as a disrespect or anything like that. I'm just saying it as you go from one extreme to the other. It's pretty insane. Jalen hurts his finger, dislocates his middle finger or his ring finger on his right hand. No, that's not good, but then I can't stand though when something happens with Jalen that after the game, he's talking to the media and he can't help himself but act like what he's going through is the absolute worst thing ever. They're like, well, you talked to Nick Sirianni before that, and he's like, yeah, he was ripping it, he was good to go, he was fine. Then they talk to Jalen, he's like, well, we're gonna have to see what happens. You're like, what? Are you good or are you not? He's like, well, day by day, the lion roars, but the hyenas are quiet. You're like, what? What the fuck are you talking about, Jalen? What are you talking about? Are you okay or are you not? But that was kind of the frustration. I was screaming at the TV watching the post game live because it was some of the interviews were just so ridiculous. I love all of the excuses, Ty. That is what's cracking me up about all you people out there on Twitter who are will make excuse after excuse after excuse for all of the people that are involved in this travesty and this disgrace that has turned into our Philadelphia Eagles. They're not sandbagging, okay? They're not, waiting for the playoffs and they're just going to turn it on, They're not tired, okay, because, they're the only team that played the Super Bowl last year because they played, one more game than the 49ers did last year, and the Niners got the bye. So what exactly is that? What is that, what does that have anything to do with anything? Nothing, exactly. You have Quez Watkins makes it probably his best play as an Eagle. In this game.
I
did want to point that out.
We need him the least.
Yes.
He just balls out. He makes his catch, and you're like, yo, where was this in the Super Bowl when you just needed to make a catch? Where was this any week where we just need you to get open? That's all we needed. Just be alive. Be a warm body. And he's like, nah, I'm going to wait till the game really doesn't matter and just ball out and show. Come on, bro. Is he showing out for the XFL, the USL, the UFL? What's it called?
UFL now.
UFL. Is he showing out? Because I think he might get a top 5 pick in that.
I'll be playing for the Panthers next year or something like that. And he'll probably have he'll probably be a great fantasy option next year because he looked elite catching that ball. But if you ever watch the guy play any other snap, it was like, well, maybe he's not the guy. I mean, you got to see Mariota in this game, which ugly. Rashad Penny at least got to play in this game, which good for him.
Yeah, he played 20 snaps, got his fix in. I don't know what a waste of a contract that was.
Let me just say, though, Ty, the Eagles are in trouble, though, because when the starters were in this game, Wink Martindale was just spamming blitzes again, and we had no idea what to do with it. Like, I part of this is the coaching staff. We're going to get into the coaching staff, but I would like to focus a little bit of blame on Jalen because, Jalen has regressed tremendously. So, like he has turned into a mediocre quarterback this season. If you look at every statistical category that matters to quarterbacks, I'm pretty sure he's in the, from 10 to 20 range, which is, the average quarterback in the NFL, pretty much. He's got all the A+ skills that you could imagine, but he has not performed well at all this year. He has not overcome any of the bad coaching. So if you think the coaches should come back, if you think Nick Sirianni should come back, if you think Brian Johnson should come back, which I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that believe that the offense is good. They'll show you that, well, we're the 6th-ranked offense. We did this, we did that. If you really believe that, then truly Jalen's not that good. Like, it's one or the other. Either Jalen's good and the coaching has been horrible, or Jalen's not that good and he's just the coaching has been fine. It's just that he's not that good. One or the other. You have to pick. So you all you people out there, you can make that decision for me. At the end of the day, the Eagles got smoked in this game. The Giants. I love how not the Giants. The Cowboys. They were Sirianni saying he was scoreboard watching, and he was looking to see how that game was going. That had nothing. Like, that's a lie. They were down by like 7, and he had taken all the starters out. We were getting clapped, dude.
The Commanders were winning at one point. They were 10-7 at one point. I'm like, okay, like we're down 10-0 or we're down 17-0, but all we have to do is. I didn't think the Commanders were ever going to win for a second. I mean, that is just a pathetic team they have up there. But they were winning. So there was there's no way you say, all right, guys, we're not going to try here because we know Dallas is actually going to lose, even though they're not losing. We couldn't beat the Giants is the problem. Even if Dallas had lost, do you think we would have won? Fuck no.
No.
So I agree 100%.
I just like. I like that. I don't get. Like, does he think that we are stupid? Is that what this is? Like, Sirianni thinks that the fan base here is a bunch of morons, that we didn't understand what was actually happening. That you guys, it seemed like came in and thought you were gonna like play hard for this game and win, and you just pulled the eject cord immediately as soon as things weren't going. I mean, dude. They were just getting dog walked up and down the field. I was like, wow, like this is pretty crazy, man. Like for a team that is fighting to, get this thing right, to try to, right the ship and just get some sort of confidence or momentum going into the playoffs, for them to come out and just get mollywopped like that is like real eye-opening. I mean, we kept saying, week after week after bad performance after bad performance. Well, next week they'll get it right. Next week will be the week where they, we can make this right. We'll figure this out. It'll be something that will happen, or we will figure this out. We never did, Ty. We never did, and it's just now here we are. We're gonna talk about that soon, but it's just we are in bad shape. And I don't see how this thing just gets rectified in 1 week.
Yeah, no, me either. The only hope we have is that now they can focus. And I don't know why they weren't before. I don't know. I don't want to make any excuses for the regular season or any excuses as to why they didn't try as hard or why the effort was low, or maybe they were preserving the gas tank. A bunch of bullshit. It sounds like, I know, but that's the only hope, right? I mean, it's not like we're getting healthy. It's not like we're getting really any reinforcements. I mean. Again, I don't know about some of these guys. I guess we'll have to see if they're practicing this week. Are we even practicing? Is Darius Slay practicing? I don't even know. I haven't really kept up with the practice report.
I'm not sure, though.
Or injury report.
Wednesday. It would be their first day of actual practice.
Okay, so that's something to monitor going for. I mean, for what it's worth, our highest graded player on defense was Jalen Carter, but then it was Tristan McCollum. First game all year. He played 29 snaps at safety. 76.6. I know it's garbage time, so who cares? But maybe he should play. Maybe you put him out there at safety. Maybe he can make something work. Our lowest 2 graded players, Zach Cunningham and Nicholas Morrow. So, yeah. And then on offense, also, I mean, real quick, Sidney Brown only played 2 snaps before tearing his ACL. I did not even know that. I thought it was in the second or third quarter. I don't know. I wasn't even really watching. Let's be honest.
Well, at a certain point, it was like it was on, but I wasn't really paying attention. Like I was just like I was stewing watching the game, just like I can't believe that this is like I cannot believe that they are getting smoked like this. And it's not it wasn't the end of the world because it wound up not mattering. But like that's not the point at this stage of the game. Like it's not about them, winning or getting into, advancing seed or anything like that. Like they just need to play well. We've been saying this for a month, and I hate you people out there that keep making excuses for them. I hate you.
Terrible. Also, we didn't really have any big plays. Kenneth Gainwell held that 32-yard run. Other than that, nothing. Britton Covey had a 22-yard reception. But, I mean, Wan'Dale Robinson was breaking us off every other play. Darius Slayton continues to fucking own us.
Yep.
Saquon had a big play in the pass game. He didn't do anything in the running game. So at least there's that, right? He had 18 carries, 46 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns, but nothing really there. Eric Gray, whenever he came in, had a couple big plays. Isaiah Hodgins and Darren Waller as well. So that's the big thing. I mean, we're not making big plays. We're not producing big plays. We're giving up big plays. We're not creating turnovers. We're turning the ball over. So that's not good. Not good, I guess. I mean, the trends have not been well to us. I mean, it just keeps getting worse. Let's see what their third down numbers were. I can only imagine what they were on third down. Yeah, they were 6 of 14, so almost 50%. We've been hovering at that 45, 52% range all year. Last year we were, I think, 38 or 42. So the turnover differential, look at the point differential. We have a negative point differential on the season. Guys, that is no accident. That is actually it's +5. Okay, I was lied to. I guess we scored a touchdown. The Quez Watkins touchdown put us in the green.
You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.